Good morning. That music you just heard was your signal for us to settle into our seats. I'd love for us to get started. My name is Corinna Whiteaker-Lewis. My pronouns are she and her. And I serve San Gabriel as your Director of Religious Education. So that piano that you just heard is your signal to settle into your seats and prepare for the start of our worship service. Before we begin, I have a few quick announcements. I hope you all received a little handout on your way in that has a bunch of information in it. I'll just call out a few things. We have lay leader training coming up if you'd like to do that. Coffee and hospitality training coming up. If you sign up for our messenger, you'll get info about that. Next week is MLK Day, and we, as a practice, this congregation has participated in the MLK Day March, and we have a sign-making moment here at the church, and then we go over there and do that. And there's a survey at the back. There are folks who are interested in convening an adult religious education class, and they'd love your thoughts on what that class should be. So please fill out that survey. All right, so we are now going to begin. Are we ready? Good morning and welcome to San Gabriel Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Whether you are here in the sanctuary or watching from home, hello everyone at home. We are so glad you are here. San Gabriel is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association, and there are over 1,000 UU congregations here and abroad. All of us together are working for a just, peaceful, and sustainable world, and sustaining each other here in community is the first step down the road of that hard work. We especially welcome our guests today. If this is your first time here, thank you for coming. We hope you stay for coffee and conversation after the service. And members, please do look out for those special new people tags and give them a hearty welcome. And if you would like to know more about us and learn about upcoming events, please fill out the visitor's card that's in the seat back pocket in front of you, and that way you'll get our emailed newsletter. Please know that whoever you are, wherever you are from, whomever you love, wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. We are going to greet this day in song. We're going to sing number 121, We'll Build a Land. The lyrics will be projected. And you'll notice that the words brothers and sisters in the chorus have now been updated to siblings in spirit with the approval of the composer. So please include this new language each time we sing the chorus on the second page. Come build a land where siblings in spirit, anointed by God, may then create peace. And we can just stay seated today for this. And I also encourage people to come forward. There are lots of empty seats up here in the front row if you'd like to. This first part. You are beloved and you are welcome here. So we'll say that together now. You are beloved and you are welcome here. Whether tears have fallen from your eyes this past week or gleeful laughter has spilled out of your smiling mouth, you are beloved and you are welcome here. Whether you are feeling brave or brokenhearted, defiant or defeated, fearsome or fearful, you are beloved and you are welcome here. Whether you have untold stories buried deep inside or stories that have been forced beyond the edges of comfort, you are beloved and you are welcome here. Whether you have made promises, broken promises, or are renewing your promises, you are beloved and you are welcome here. Whatever it is on your heart, however it is with your soul in this moment, you are beloved and you are welcome here. In this space of welcome and acceptance, commitment and recommitment, of covenant and connection, let us worship together. All right, so I need some help lighting this chalice. This is our kid-friendly chalice. Are we ready? I'm going to count to 3 and then we need to clap to turn it on. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Fabulous job, everyone. So today is a religious education Sunday, so we will have a shortened worship service and then time for discussion. That's what those tables in the back are for. As a way to engage with our Soul Matters theme, and we will also have some extended activities for kids. But we still have a Wonder Box, because as your religious educator, I always hope the Wonder Box is a way for us to help each other learn. Do I have some people who want to try and guess what's in the Wonder Box this morning? It's very clunky today. You have a guess what that might be? A book? Crayons? Blocks? What was that? Heart-shaped rock.
It's very hopeful it might be a unicorn.
Unicorn. I would love for it to be a unicorn. Who wants to help me open it? You want to try and open it up? Let's see what's in here. Ready? Somebody guessed right. You want to hold it up high? One of these? Pick it up and hold it up for people to see. Ooh, heart shapes. We have heart shapes. What does that make you think of? Love. What else? Anything else about hearts? Togetherness. Relationship. Life. Hearts keep our body and our blood going. This month, our theme is Liberating Love, and it's from the UU Soul Matters curriculum, which is focusing on our values in our new, as they are expressed in our new Unitarian Universalist Association covenant. Love is the grounding center of those values. So this packet that we have for this month is focusing on that, and we send it home to families, we use it in religious education, the Connections group uses it, and we have one for worship. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today, and that's what we'll be discussing later. But let's see what our Wonderbox story has to say about liberating love. And I'm going to read it with the slides behind me. So Annika, if you want to turn around, you can see the pictures. It's Love. It's written by Matt de la Peña and illustrated by Lauren Long. Published by Putnam. In the beginning, there is light and 2 wide-eyed figures standing near the foot of your bed, and the sound of their voices is love. A cab driver plays Love softly on his radio while you bounce in the back with the bumps of the city. And everything smells new, and it smells like life. Love, too, is the smell of crashing waves and a train whistling blindly in the distance. And each night, the sky above your trailer turns the color of love. In a crowded concrete park, you toddle towards summer sprinklers while older kids skip rope and run up the slide. And soon you are running among them, and the echo of your laughter is love. On the night the fire alarm blares and you're pulled from your sleep and whisked into the street where a quiet old lady is pointing to the sky. Stars shine long after they've flamed out, she tells you, and the shine they shine with is love. But it's not only stars that flame out, you discover. It's summers too, and friendships, and people. Sometimes that happens. One day you find your family nervously huddled around the TV, but when you ask what happened, they answer with silence and shift between you and the screen. What's that about? In your dream that night, you are searching for a love that seems lost. You open and close drawers, lift cushions, empty old toy bins, but there's nothing. You wake with a start in the arms of a loved one who bends to your ear and whispers, "It's okay, it's okay, it's love." Love is still there. And in time, you learn to recognize a love overlooked, a love that wakes at dawn and rides to work on the bus, and a slice of burned toast that tastes like love. Can burned toast taste like love? And it's love in each deep crease of your grandfather's face as he lowers himself onto an overturned bucket to fish. And it's love in the rustling leaves of gnarled trees lined behind the flower fields. And it's love in the made-up stories your uncles tell in the backyard between wild horseshoe throws. And the man in the rags outside the subway station plays love notes that lift into the sky like tiny beacons of light. And the face staring back in the bathroom mirror, too, this is love. So when the time comes for you to set off on your own, heavy winds will sweep past your building and great gray clouds will congregate above. Your loved ones will stand there like puddles beneath their umbrellas, holding you tight and kissing you and wishing you luck. But it won't be luck you'll leave with, because you'll have love. You'll have love, love, love. Is that a story about love? Yeah. What I like about that book is how it portrays love in many different ways. It begins with parental love and a series of sensory experiences that suggest love in the world, hearing it in others' voices, smelling life in the outdoors, seeing the colors of a sunset, playing with others, and laughing. There's also a depiction of when love is not present, and how those offering protection during those hard times is again love reasserting itself. Lastly, there's mention of how love is offered through everyday supportive actions of family and friends, like rising to work in the morning, making and sharing of food, spending time together, sharing their joys of games and stories and music. And that as you age and perhaps move away from those people, you carry more than their good luck wishes with you. You carry their love. Self-love is centered too. In all, the book is a wonderful depiction of how love is both a noun and a verb. And this duality, I think, is one of the reasons love is the ideal centering value of our Unitarian Universalist faith. Many of you know that our UUA, our Unitarian Universalist Association, is undergoing the adoption of a new articulation of our values and purposes as a faith movement. This description resides in Article 2 of our UUA bylaws, and the current articulation takes the form of 7 principles and 6 sources. And as a member congregation of the Association of UUs, we covenant to promote those 7 principles. Many of us know the 7 principles, thanks to a catchy song, at least a simplified version of them. But while the transforming power of love is mentioned in our 6 sources, that the living tradition we share draws from many sources, that's how that section starts. And it honors Jewish and Christian teaching, which calls us to respond to God's love by loving our neighbors as ourselves. There is no mention of love in the 7 principles. 1, each person is important. 2, be kind in all you do. 3, we help each other learn. 4, we search for what is true. 5, all people have a say. 6, we work for a peaceful world. 7, the web of life's the way. So there's no actual grounding in love in that statement, and yet in a 2005, so some time ago, study of UUs, it revealed that UUs ranked loving as an instrumental value and mature love as a terminal value more highly than did respondents from other groups, religious or non-religious. So when the UUA board convened the Article 2 Commission, they said, "We therefore charge this commission to root its work in love as a principal guide in its work, attending particularly to the ways that we and our root traditions have understood and articulated love and how we have acted out of love." And their response was this new formulation. The purpose of the Unitarian Universalist Association is to actively engage its members in the transformation of the world through liberating love. As UUs, we covenant congregation to congregation and through our association to support and assist one another in our ministries. We draw from our heritages of freedom, reason, hope, and courage, building on the foundation of love. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. We are accountable to one another for doing the work of living our shared values through the spiritual discipline of love. Inseparable from one another, these shared values are justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. And I think what this new articulation offers us is a why and a how, a noun and a verb. Love is a force that holds us together while also impelling us to act, to create more love, to be more loving, by living out and upholding those shared values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, generosity. Love is the purpose, the why of our faith. It's what holds us and affirms us as we are right now, and also asks so much of us to help make the world a better place for all. It is no small request. It is love that asks us to be both a liberal and a liberatory faith, for none of us is free until all of us are free. When we say at the beginning of our time together that you are welcome here, it is love that is making that welcome our responsibility. That welcome is just one small expression of the justice we seek for all people. And as Cornel West says, love is what justice looks like in public. The remaining values guide us and call us to make that real. So the Soul Matters curriculum this month, which I mentioned before, is based on these new covenantal values. For January, it is Liberating Love. And so today, after the service, we will have an opportunity to explore this theme in small groups, discussing questions like, whose love has companioned you the longest? Some say the opposite of love is not hate, but indifference. Others say the opposite is fear. What do you say? In what new way are you being called to use your personal, social, cultural, economic power in the service of love? I hope you will take this opportunity to just talk with others around you. as contemplating questions such as this can help crystallize your own thoughts, attitudes, and identity as Unitarian Universalists. For today, perhaps it will help you explain to someone else, what we mean when we say love is at the center, or when we sing, love will guide us. I want to mention again the page in the book where we see a face reflected in a mirror. And that too is love. Here we are at the start of another year. At this time, many UU congregations hold a ritual of the burning bowl. And I hope each of you have found a paper flame on your seat, and that perhaps you have a pen or a pencil nearby. For this ritual, and as an act of self-love, you've got one, you've got a crayon. Did you all need some paper? I don't think I gave you all any flames to write on. Here you go, you can write on these. We're going to write down a few words that capture something we wish to leave behind and not carry forward into the new year. A feeling, a burden, a resentment, something that held us back. Then at the end of the service, we will burn these paper flames in our shared bowl. We're going to go out to the deck. Alternatively, if it is more helpful for you to write down a wish, a hope for the new year, something that you are hoping will happen in the new year, you can write that down too. My hope is that we will let go of past hurts, that when we do that, we will be better able to receive new blessings, and thereby be empowered to bring about more love in the world, to be the agents of that love. May it be so. So if you've completed that writing of what you would like to let go or what you hope for, we're going to pause and take a moment for reflection on how we, as UUs, share a love that liberates. Let's take a deep breath. One of the ways we do that is by listening and learning from one another and our families. And we do that in our sharing of joys and sorrows, gratitudes and concerns. So we can settle into our seats and give each other the gift of attention. Now is a time for sharing how you are feeling, what is on your heart, what you want to lift up, a joy, what pain you have that you want to ease through sharing. We can create a circle of caring together. Is there anyone who would like to share a joy or a sorrow? I will bring you the microphone.
Okay, my sorrow is that my wife's sister died a couple days ago. She lived in north of Chicago in Illinois, and she was about 85, and we really loved her. And I guess it's about 3 or 4 years she's had cancer, and she's fought back and done everything you can. And she went and drove and did all kinds of stuff on her own, and all of a sudden she deteriorated very, very quickly, which I guess is good news, and that she didn't have to suffer quite so long, but maybe a week or so, 2 weeks. In any case, she passed on. Okay, we're going to be gone for a while because they're going to have the service real quick, because relatives were all over the place and came up there. We didn't, but we weren't real close. It was a half sister, not a full sister, and she was 85, so she was quite a bit older. But still, we loved her very much. And I guess that's about, so they will be gone for about a week.
Is there someone else who'd like to share?
Well, my concern is my daughter, about a week ago, fell while they were hiking and broke her wrist. And it was the Friday before New Year's, so it was several days before she could even call for an orthopedic doctor. And we have this wedding coming up that I keep talking about, and she wasn't looking forward to being the mother of the bride when a cast. But my joy is that she finally did get hold of a doctor, and she's going to have surgery, and it looks good, and she's going in tomorrow, and all is going to be well. So.
My joy is looking at all of you from back here with gratitude that all these like-minded souls have gathered together. My heart is happy.
I'm John. I have a very silly joy. I got some stuff for the coffee thing this morning, and my joy is celery. It cost 95 cents. Woody cut it up. There's a beautiful, wonderful bowl of celery in there. It's so ridiculously cheap and wonderful. It's a joy.
My name is Clara. I just want to say we have a couple of visitors here today. So if you, before you get with your best buddies this morning, please welcome our new visitors. Anyone else with a joy or a sorrow to share? We grieve together those loved ones among us who we have lost, and we lift up, and we also share concern for broken bones and hope that they heal quickly. Much gratitude for celery and the company of good friends.
I think I'm shifting mics, right? I should put this one down. So let's take another deep cleansing breath and exhale. And I thought we should try our metta meditation, that Buddhist practice, since it's so evocative of our topic today of love and how that goes out in outward ways. So you can say after me, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be filled with love. And then we extend this to someone we care for. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be filled with love. And then we send these wishes to someone we may not have gotten along with, someone we may have had an argument with, someone we wish to be in better relationship with. And we say, may they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be filled with love. And then lastly, this is something we wish for everyone, for the whole world. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be filled with love. All right, so also as a meditation on the joys and sorrows and the liberating love that we aspire to, we are going to now sing number 131. Love will guide us, and then once again the lyrics will be projected. And however the Spirit moves you, if you'd like to stand, you can stand. If you want to stay seated, you can stay seated. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through welcome and to support the work of our fellowship. If this is your first time here, please feel free to let that plate pass you by. Your presence this morning is a wonderful gift in and of itself. And if you've filled out a visitor card, though, you can put that in the plate. The offertory music for this first Sunday of 2024 is entitled New Beginnings. And in the words of the composer Wendy Stevens, the music celebrates the hope of a new start while still acknowledging the tentative nature of new beginnings. The offering will now be gratefully received, and we thank you. Sure. Good job. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you to everyone who helped out today, our tech team at the back and our coffee makers and our greeters. We're going to walk out onto the deck now, so take your paper flame that you're ready to set alight, and then we'll come back inside after that.